All the links are in the description below. Have you ever noticed how a peaceful road trip can turn into a chaotic mess the moment someone's arm gets tired of holding a tablet? It's a scientific fact. Well, a parenting fact. Warding off the "are we there yet" blues requires a rock-solid entertainment setup. Today, we are diving into the best headrest, phone, and tablet holders of 2026 to see which one actually deserves a spot in your back seat. We'll be comparing everything from budget-friendly heavyweights to sleek, stable mounts that promise zero vibration. Which one do you think is a must-have for your next trip? Let me know in the comments. All the links are in the description below. 6. Najiaxiaowu Tablet Holder for Car. The Najiaxiaowu tablet holder is essentially the big gulp of car mounts, designed for those who believe bigger is always better when it comes to screens. This heavy-duty mount is a beast, catering to devices ranging from a standard 5.5-inch phone all the way up to a massive 18.4-inch tablet, which is an industry-leading range that leaves competitors like the Lamicall, which usually caps out at 12.9 inches, in the dust. Its primary mission is to turn your backseat into a mobile cinema, keeping devices at eye level to save your kids from the dreaded tech neck. The build quality is surprisingly robust for the price, utilizing high-impact plastic reinforced with soft rubber lining to keep your expensive tech scratch-free. In real-world testing, it's remarkably stable thanks to a spring-loaded clamp that grips headrest rods with a diameter of about 0.55 inches, staying secure even when you hit those annoying speed bumps. It features a telescopic arm for distance adjustment and a 360-degree ball joint for seamless flipping between portrait and landscape modes. However, because it's built to hold an 18-inch monitor, it does have a bulkier, more cumbersome design that might look a bit extra if you're only mounting a small iPhone. It's also worth noting that while it's great for standard highways, it might struggle to hold its position during intense off-roading compared to more rigid aluminum models. 5. Aomiker Stretchable Arm 2025 Tablet Mount. If you've ever had two kids fighting over who gets to hold the iPad in the back seat, the Aomiker Stretchable Arm 2025 model is about to become your new best friend. What sets this apart from the Najiaxiaowu or the Lamicall is its brilliant 3-section stretchable arm that allows the tablet to be pulled into the center of the vehicle, effectively letting two passengers share a single screen equally. Built with a premium mix of thickened aluminum alloy and ABS plastic, it feels significantly more high-end and stable than the all-plastic budget alternatives. The performance on bumpy roads is impressive. The dual-axis telescopic design remains firm, and the 360-degree rotating joint allows for effortless angle adjustments. However, it's important to note limitations. It's optimized for devices between 4.7 and 11 inches. So if you have a massive 12.9-inch iPad Pro, you might find the spring-loaded clamp a bit tight or the weight a bit much for the arm. Compared to the Lamicall, which is a fixed-position mount, the Aomiker offers much better viewing flexibility and eye strain prevention by allowing you to adjust the distance between the screen and the viewer. One minor downside is that when the arm is fully extended, it can slightly get in the way of the front passenger trying to recline their seat. It fits headrest poles between 2.8 and 5.9 inches apart, covering most standard vehicles. 4. Bokilino 3-in-1 Tablet Holder. The Bokilino 3-in-1 tablet holder takes the center sharing concept of the Aomiker and cranks it up a notch by increasing the device compatibility to 12.9 inches. This mount is a total road trip essential for families who use a mix of smartphones and larger iPad Pros. The standout feature here is the innovative 3-in-1 adjustable extension arm, which uses a dual-axis telescopic design to let you pull the screen close for a single user or slide it into the middle for the whole row to see. In terms of build, It uses reinforced metal headrest rods rather than just plastic, giving it a much more rigid and premium feel than standard budget mounts. This metal reinforcement is a huge win for stability. Even during sudden stops, your heavy 12.9-inch tablet isn't going anywhere. When you compare this to the Lamicall, the Bokilino wins on reach and versatility, though it does take up a bit more visual real estate in the car, even when folded. It's designed to fit 99% of modern SUVs and sedans with pole spacing between 2.83 and 8.07 inches, but like most of these mounts, it won't work on sport seats with integrated headrests. 3. Timewall Car Headrest Tablet Mount. The Timewall Car Headrest Tablet Mount is the ultimate neck saver for the budget-conscious traveler. It features a triaxial extension arm that can stretch from roughly 2 inches to nearly 9 inches, which is perfect for bringing the screen closer to younger kids who might have trouble seeing a screen tucked far back against the seat. This mount is specifically designed for 5 to 11-inch devices, making it a dream for Nintendo Switch gamers or standard iPad users. While the build is primarily high-impact ABS plastic, it's reinforced to handle the vibrations of highway driving quite well. Comparing it to the Lamicall, the Timewall gives you much more near-point viewing flexibility, although the Lamicall feels a bit more solid because it doesn't have as many moving joints. One thing to watch out for is that when the Timewall arm is fully extended to its 8.7-inch maximum, heavier tablets might experience a tiny bit of wobble on rough back roads. It's incredibly easy to use, with a tool-free installation that takes seconds, but it is quite specific about fitment. Your headrest rods must be between 5.0 and 5.7 inches apart. 2. Lamicall Car Headrest Mount. Now we come to the Lamicall Car Headrest Mount, which is widely considered the gold standard for minimalist, vibration-free mounts. Unlike the Bokilino or Aomiker, this doesn't have a long, multi-jointed extension arm. Instead, it uses a compact, close-to-seat design made of high-grade ABS and aluminum. This results in the most stable viewing experience on this list. If you hate seeing your screen shake every time you hit a pebble, this is the one for you. It supports devices from 4.7 to 10.5 inches, meaning it's perfect for phones and standard iPads, but it won't accommodate the massive 12.9-inch Pro models or the giant screens the Najiaxiaowu can handle. The press-and-click installation is probably the fastest on the market, taking literally 3 seconds. While it lacks the flexibility to pull the screen closer or center it between seats, it makes up for it with a low-profile look that doesn't clutter your car's interior. It's the ideal choice for a single-child family or for someone who wants a rock-solid, permanent-feeling mount that doesn't rattle. The silicone padding is also top-notch, ensuring your device stays scratch-free even without a case. 1. PLDHPRO Tablet Holder for Car. Finally, taking the #1 spot for sheer engineering and versatility is the PLDHPRO Tablet Holder. This is the heavyweight champion that combines the best of all worlds. It supports a massive range from 5.1-inch phones to 15.6-inch portable monitors, making it even more versatile than the Najiaxiaowu. What sets it apart is the multi-axis, foldable extension arm and a deepened, fixed-nut design that provides 3 times the stability of standard, friction-based mounts. While the Lamicall is great for small screens, the PLDHPRO uses aluminum alloy reinforcement to ensure even a 15-inch screen stays motionless during sharp turns. The installation is universal, fitting rods from 0.39 to 6.57 inches apart, which is the widest fitment range we've seen. It's also incredibly case-friendly, with a clamp depth that can handle kid-proof cases up to 0.79 inches thick. The only real con is that it has a slightly bulkier footprint and the arms can protrude a bit when not fully tucked away. However, for tech-heavy travelers or parents who want one mount that can hold anything they throw at it, This is the ultimate road travel essential. It offers industry-leading compatibility without the vibration issues often found in long-arm mounts. Which of these mounts do you think would survive a trip with your family? There you have it, the best ways to turn your back seat into a first-class theater. Whether you need the massive reach of the PLDHPRO or the rock-solid simplicity of the Lamicall, there's an option here for every car and every budget. If this video helped you figure out your next travel upgrade, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tech deep dives. What's your biggest struggle with car entertainment? Tell me in the comments. All the links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.